How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is currently 7:30 in the morning and we are pulling the diff out of the VN again. As you saw, well, if you didn't see last video, I had 3 nines put in this diff by a diff place and it's been making some pretty catastrophic noises, which I thought at the start I supplied the second-hand gears, so my fault. But after talking to a couple of diff places and a few people that messaged me after that video went up, come to the conclusion that I think the diff place has done something wrong. Now, before I blame anyone, still could be me, I'm gonna pull it back out before I do any more damage than has already been done. And I'm gonna take it to another diff place and have them look at it so they can give their opinion on what's wrong, if I've done something wrong, if a diff place has done something wrong. So I don't wanna blame anyone yet. So unfortunately, it's coming back out again. Now, I'm doing it so early in the morning because there's a mad heat wave going through Melbourne at the moment. So I want to get this over and done with before that hits. Now, these diffs are actually really easy to drop out. So I'm, apart from the whole money thing, if the diff is stuffed, it's not that big of a deal to pull it back out. And I'm actually going to set a timer and time lapse this and see how long it takes for me to get this out from start to finish. All I've done is jack it up. Wheels are still on everything, so from start to finish, we'll see how long it takes. Diff removal number 2. And she's out. Fucking hell. I did rush it, so there's shit everywhere. 35 minutes, not bad. Alright, so straight away before I touch anything, my brand new axle seal's leaking. So that's not a good sign. Now, the thing I'm most interested in is what this oil is going to look like when I drain it.
Moist.
Doesn't look like there's any metal shavings in there. Little bit. This doesn't look damaged, which is good. Though, to be honest, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I was expecting some big chunks or something really obvious, but nothing I can see, which is a good thing. No big metal shavings stuck in here anyway. And as always, when buying used cars, when I bought this car I was told that I had a mini spool in it, which that's a funny looking mini spool, but anyway, it doesn't matter, same shit, as long as it doesn't break, it's welded good. It's funny because even the diff place that did the gears said, do you want to leave, no, I suppose he said, do you want to leave the locker in it? I assumed he meant mini spool, but it's definitely welded. Anyway, we'll leave that in there. This week I'm going to drop this off to another diff place. I don't know what I'm looking at, it spins, it's not noisy, spinning it, I don't know, I can't tell what's wrong, I'm not a diff specialist, so I'll drop it off to a different diff place and get their opinion on why it's so noisy and take it from there. Now onto something a little different for this video. Now this is a video video I've had on my list of videos to do for a while now, and I thought, what better time to do it than now while I'm trying to fill a video while my diff's getting fixed. A lot of people ask, because I do read every comment, every single comment in these videos, how much the VN owes me or what I've spent on it, what I bought it for, etc, etc. Which makes sense. The VNs, VN, VR, VS, that sort of shape, VPs, they've gotten to that age where it's like the car at the moment, where a lot of people are buying them, where they're still cheap enough. They're going up, but they're still cheap enough to warrant buying them and either putting them away or, you know, whatever. They're the new VL pretty much. Anyway, so a lot of people ask about the money involved with this car, which I'm happy to explain right now actually. This is everything I've bought for the VN. Now, I bought this car 5 months ago for $16,000 with the LS swap already done. Pretty much looks exactly like it did right now. Now I'm going to break down every single cost. This is every single thing I've bought or sold off the car, and I will give you a true amount at the end. So, it had one of those HSV engine covers on it, which are ugly, which I sold for $200. I then bought the standard VN exec front and rear seats, which I paid $250 for. After that, I sold the Coulsons. Now, if you remember, when I bought this car, it had front and rear Coulsons from, I think they were VT GDS, so cloth, but with the blue trim in the middle. And I sold those for $2,000, which helped with that car a lot. The 5 litre badge for the garnish, which was $40. I needed those mirror blanks for the inside of the car, as it had electric ones with the holes where these have manual mirrors. So they were $40. I sold 2 of the Interceptor wheels, which were $100, the 15x6s. It had a HSV build number badge on the dash, which was very weird. So I removed that and I put the stock exec one, which I found on eBay, very good condition, for $16. The tailor-made floor mats to suit the VN were $99. The car had side and rear Venetians in it, which I kept the rears, but I didn't like the sides on the quarter windows, so I sold those. Surprisingly, they were worth a lot of money. I got $200 for those. Replaced the seatbelt buckle buttons, which were $35. Bought new front indicators and tail lights, as they were all cracked, so they cost $49 and $59. My mistake. $69. Now execs don't have a tacho, so I bought one of those shift lights with the digital tacho in the middle of it, which was $275. It had a HSV badge on the rear garnish as well, which surprisingly I sold for $15. Every dollar counts. Stock grill, now this had a HDT grill in it when I got it. So I put the standard grill, which was $55, and then the Holden emblem was $50 from Rare Spares. Had a Momo steering wheel on it, which was with the Boss kit and stuff, so I sold that for $250. I bought 15x4.5 Interceptors for the front. These were custom made ones, and they were $400. Now that roof trim that breaks across the top of the back window, I actually broke all the clips. So the new clips for those were an absolute rip at $50. I should have just bought a whole new trim. Now, if you remember, I bought genuine Holden headlight covers, the factory ones with the 2 lines through it and the emblem. Now I paid $100 for those. They came broken. Australia Post reimbursed me the $100, which covered them, so they owed me nothing. I then sold the one single good one for $60. The rear seat, now you know how the trim goes real saggy? It's a V-series Commodore fucking problem. But anyway, so I had the rear seat re-foamed to take up the slack. That was $120. And then where we are now, the diff, that cost me $550 to have the 3.9 gears put in, axle seals and wheel bearings. One thing I actually just realised I forgot was that factory executive steering wheel that I put on, which was $100 also. that total comes to $14,813. Now that sounds pretty good because I'm ahead. Remember, I paid $16,000 for it. And that's with 5 months of stuffing around with it, buying stuff, cleaning it up. So I'm actually ahead over $1,000, just under $1,200. But then factor in the money that I've made from the videos on this car, which I added up as well, was $1,778.46. So if you take that away from the price as well, the total that this LS swapped VN, very, very clean car with books and everything, owes me is $13,034.54. Now, to be almost $3,000 ahead from when buying this car is pretty amazing to me. Let me know what you think about that. I'm hoping this video doesn't bite me in the ass when I one day try to sell this car, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, see you guys next video.